Hi crafty friends, it's Audra Monk, the Crafty Yogi, and I'm here in the Crafty Corner with our DSP class. We are going to do, I am going to do with you, hopefully watching, do a series, and I'm not sure how many, at least 3, I think. Hold on, there we go. I'm getting my computer up. All right, I'm going to do at least 3 of these where I share some of my favorite ways to use designer series paper. I love it for making quick and beautiful cards. And that's what we're going to do today. I am going to give you measurements, and I'm going to cut the paper right here on camera to help you with that. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow night on Monday, I will write this up as a blog post and post it on my blog. So it'll be easy for you to find this as a resource. So we're going to make 3 cards. I'm even going to change up the paper on the first 2 to show you some basic ways I like to use DSP in card making. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. So if you do have a question, ask it. It may take me a second to see it because there's always a tiny delay on the computer versus what I'm saying, but it will work. All right, so let's get started. Oh, and by the way, isn't this the most prettiest card ever? Super cute, super easy. We're actually going to make this in my Just Cards class next week. That's going to be on the list. But we're going to start here with, let's see, where do I put them? Okay, so let's see. Hopefully I have enough room. We're going to start with the most simple way to use DSP. Okay, your standard card base is 5.5 times 4 1/4. And what we're going to do is the most common piece of card front, as I like to call it, is 5 1/4 by 4. And it's just cutting the DSP, putting it on there, building a layer, and off we go. So let's do that. Okay, so I got my trimmer. So any kind of trimmer will work. Stampin' Up! Is still working on their trimmer. And I'm hoping it will show up soon. I'll be very excited to get one. Okay, so the paper, designer series paper, comes in 12 by 12. So when you first start, it looks like this. Now, sometimes, like this piece, it is directional. So you'll want to pay attention to which way you want your card to go. So in this case, I want my card to be horizontal. So I need my 5 1/4 to come from this side. And so I'm just going to place it under here, line it up at 5 1/4, and cut it off. This paper I'm using is called the Pressed Petals Designer Series paper. And it's actually the thinner kind. In our last catalog, we had a tea-themed one. And so it's nice in that it's not as weighty on your card when you're building layers. And there are more sheets. Let me check. Does it tell me 24 sheets? So I think, oh, I don't know. You get, I think, 4 of each one. Okay, so I cut that at 5 1/4. And then I'm going to flip it and cut it at 4. If you were going to make multiples of the same card, you could just go ahead and cut more. But we'll just start with that. Okay. Trimmer out of the way. All right. So this color is Pear Pizzazz. The card front is just a piece of cardstock cut in half. And I'm going to fold it in half. Some people like to score. I don't, because I like to line the edges up and try to get it a little more even. Doesn't mean that it always happens, and I think sometimes when you score, that doesn't come out for you. Okay. Oh, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. In a good way. I forgot. I was going to show you 2 ways. Okay, let me slow down. So the most standard way is to just do your DSP at 5 1/4 times 4. All right? And then put it on here. But if you want to add a layer, it's a really quick adjustment, which is what I actually wanted to do. So let's bring this back. So if you're going to add an extra layer, which you will see why, it's just kind of fun, we need this to 5. So we're going to do a 1/4 layer. We're going to do a couple different ways tonight. So I need this to 5 by 3 3/4. So you just take a 1/4 inch off from each direction. Okay. Because what we're going to do is do a second card base. So this is my 5 1/4 times 4. And then my DSP is 5 times 3 3/4. So see, it gives me extra layers. So let's put that together. And the cool thing about, this is going to run out. I knew it was going to, but I'm ready. So the cool thing about our designer series papers, or DSP, is that usually one side has a print or a flower or a dinosaur or whatever it is. And then one side is more of like a graphic. And they could coordinate together or not. It just depends. It'll coordinate with something in the pack. So like the back of that one had script that was really pretty. I'm going to put a little piece in the middle. Okay, so I added a layer, but you'll see that this is basically the same card. Okay, and then we're going to stamp. We're going to stamp something a hair different. So in my sample, we have some of the leaves. This is from, and you should probably buy this set. It is a really cool set. It's called Daisy Lane. It has that smaller punch that coordinates, or you can get the bigger punch. It's this little fern piece, but look how it matched that paper from this Pressed Petals DSP really nicely. So then I looked at this one and I said, hey, there's a daisy in here. So we're going to use the daisy and we're going to change up the words. The words came from Painted Glass, which has these really nice sentiments in there. So that's where that came from. Okay, so we are going to stamp the words. So this little piece is, how big? I didn't write it down. So that's why you should get a ruler, because then you will know. This piece is 4 by 2.5, okay? And then the piece that backs it is just an 1/8 inch bigger. So 4 1/8 by 2 5/8. Okay, so we're gonna stamp the sentiment first, and it really doesn't matter which order you do this in, just to do it right side up. Okay, have a beautiful birthday, and I'm gonna stamp it in the corner. All right, that's not too bad. Good thing is there's 2 sides. If I took apart that previous card, you would find out that there was stuff stamped on the back, and that's okay. All right, and then I'm going to stamp these little daisies here, and this is in Delightful, we do call it Delightful, Daffodil Delight, Delightful Daffodil, same deal. And so I'm going to stamp some flowers on this one. I'm going to go with a few more because this is like a cheerful birthday card. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that up here too. I think I like that, just like that. Okay. So, for this really quick and easy card, so this is a great way if you don't have a lot of tools yet. If you don't have a bunch of punches or a die cutting machine, this card you can make without any of that stuff. You just need some paper, some stamps, some ink. In this case, only 2 colors of ink. Okay, and then, but you got to add a little ribbon. This is our burlap trim, and so I'm just going to put a line on here. So I cut it just about the size of the card, and then, you do need to buy dimensionals. You should dimensional things. It just makes it more fun. So since this is a big piece, I'm going to go ahead and put 3, and I'm going to put them across the top and the bottom. And then the most fun part is taking them off. Okay, and so you'll see that without a ton of supplies, just some paper, some ink, stamp or 2, you can make a really cute card. That's why I love designer series paper. It helps if you don't have a ton of stuff, and I'm just gonna put that on there. I try to not put my dimensionals on the ribbon. I find that it sticks better when you don't. And I could have put a dimensional in the middle. That might have helped you. And there we go. So here's your basic DSP using card. One where you use it as the whole front and one where you add an extra layer. So pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. All right, let's go to card 2. Okay. So card 2 is going to teach us about the thin border, which I laugh. I can't ever get it exactly perfect, but you know what? It's okay. But the thin border, and that we're going to cut the DSP in half and use 2 different prints. So let's try that. And I changed the colors up on this one too, because I just thought it would be fun. so let's move some stuff out of the way. Okay, so this one, isn't that pretty? Look at this beautiful Night of Navy flowers. So we're gonna go Night of Navy, and we're gonna go with white on this one. So I do have notes. Small borders, 2 patterns. So it says that this piece, oh, I know what I did. Okay, so this piece is 4 by 5 1/4. That's a standard card front, and I like to put those in the inside too. So what I need is a piece of DSP, and is this directional? No, because it goes both ways, so it won't matter. Okay, I need a piece of DSP cut 1/8 of an inch smaller. Let's move some of those stamps. Okay, so 1/8, so 5 1/4. So I'm just going to come to 5 1/8. And then the 4, so I'm going to come to, what is that, 3 7/8. Now I know how to say the words. I used to say 4 minus 2 lines. And if that helps you cut your paper, that is a good thing. Okay, so this is a narrow, oh, and I almost forgot. And then what we're going to do with this is cut 2 inches off. And it doesn't matter. You could look at the back. In this case, it really, oh, I kind of like that bottom part better. So I'm going to cut 2 inches there. So I'm going to cut 2 inches off so that we can do the different pattern, which is another fun designer series paper technique. Okay, so I'm going to fold my cardstock in half, score it with my bone folder. Okay, and then this I'm mounting on here. So you'll see it's a pretty small border. Hi, Susan. And then we're going to put the other part on there like that. And so I'm going to do them together. You could, if you cut them smaller or cut your back piece a little, that 1/8 of an inch bigger, you could put a space. But I'm going to go with letting it butt right up. Okay, so let's do that. Put this on. Okay, so I love our designer series paper because the prints are always so pretty. It's a nice weight. You don't see through it. So that is really nice. And it's just a great way to make quick cards. And I know, I think it's Kylie Bertucci. She has a big, I think it's called Love It, Chop It. I've never actually looked at her video, but so what she has people do, which I'm kind of on the fence about, but I might go there, is you just get your pack and you just cut it up into the 5 1/4 by 4, because then you can play with it like this. But, you know, maybe if I did that, I'd just do 1 sheet because you may want it for something else. All right, and then you have to decide, do you want the small piece at the bottom or the small piece at the top? Ooh, I like the small piece at the top on this, because then what do we have? We're going to use, and I'm going to play with, because see, I don't want to cover up my flower. I'm going to play with where that's going to go. We're going to use the pretty white ribbon on this one. All right, so we need a happy birthday. So the other thing I like to do so that you don't mess up is I build my card front, but I don't attach it in case there's ribbon or different things involved. Because sometimes we rush it, especially like at a class or something, and you know, and it's okay to take our time. So I'm going to do happy birthday on this one. I did thanks a bunch on the other. So again, keeping it simple, not stamping a bunch, just keeping it simple. This is a 1 1/2 inch punch. Don't you love I love mixed fonts. A print and a cursive for me is like happy, 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 joy, joy. Okay, and then this is the pretty label punch, I think. So that's that, little snail here on the back. And so I thought that just added a little fun. You could do a circle or a scallop circle if you were using dies. But so we went from no, that's a little crooked. We went from no dies or punches on the first one to using punches, and then we're going to use dies. So we're kind of gradually building our tool set. You know what? I liked it the other way, but due to where my flower is, let's see. What do you think? You know what? I do like that. Okay, so next up is the ribbon. Now, I think you could use this without ribbon under there, but I do think it makes it pretty. And you could do it across, or we could put it behind. So I'm going to put it behind on this one. So It's funny, I don't usually, you know what, I'm going to put a little bit of snail. A lot of times I don't put snail on there. I just put the ribbon down. And then what we're going to do is we flip it over. So this is kind of like, a lot of people call this the faux ribbon. Because if you put it all the way across the back, that's a lot of ribbon that you're wasting, right? That you don't actually see. So I put snail there. And I do at least, you know, close to an inch. This is probably a solid inch because this ribbon is thicker. If it's thinner, I might do a little bit less. And I put that on there, make sure it's pretty straight. Okay, and then to attach this to my card, oops, I'm getting stuck in my bow. I'm gonna put it all the way. Did you see how I put ribbon? I put adhesive over the ribbon because you want your card front to stay on your card. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit in the middle. Okay, it's a vertical card. I am going with that at the top. So this one I did a wider, I did the 1/4 inch border for the card front and then the 1/8 inch border for the DSP. Isn't that cute? Okay, next I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. So at the top and the bottom, make sure I can see them. Oh my goodness, my phone says low battery. Let's hope I don't lose it. Let's hope that it works out for us. So I will not dilly-dally too much. I wanted to keep this just about a half hour. All right, it's going here. Happy birthday. And then 6 inches of twine makes a great little bow. And I curled the edges with my bone folder. And we are going to put it on with a glue dot. And then, it wasn't in my picture because I forgot that I got these cool, you know what, I'm going to stick it on the bow. So I can decide how high or low I want it. Oh, I want it right here. Okay, and then it's okay that that glue dot is messy because, where are they? Oh, here they are. Look at these cool little metal deals that came with there. Hi, Lisa. Oh, 2 Lisas and a Susan. Isn't that fun? So we're going to put one of these on, and they are self-adhesive. I'm going to go with the gold. So you want to stick the tip of your scissors or your pickup tool under there, and I am just going to flip that over and put it right on the top. Oh, how cute is that card? And that is pretty quick and easy. And here it is in 2 different colors with 2 different borders. And I will put all these measurements up on my blog tomorrow night, so you got to wait till Monday so I have time to do that because I'm not going to do it tonight. All right, so there we go. 2 of those. All right, let's get to the last one. And we're going to make this one same colors and everything because it's just so pretty. So this one, I like to call this, what do I call this? I call this lots of layers DSP, I think is what yep, extra layers or adding contrast with your DSP. So pretty standard cutting for me. 5 1/4 by 4. And then this one has the 1/8 inch border. So let's do that. And then look, we're going to make one of these flowers with this cool petal washi tape. And do the fuzzy center too. Okay, so let me get my paper. All right, so card base standard. This is ready. All right, so we need the music piece, and I did want the, I think the music notes are gonna go the right way, but we're gonna go 5 1/4. Okay, see if I can get it on here right. 5 1/4 by 4. Hi, Claire. Yay, I'm so glad some people had time to join me tonight. This is super fun. So this way you guys will have lots of ways to use your designer series paper. 3 different ways. Okay, next, and I did keep the little piece. So my backing piece is 4 1/4 by 3. So now I need this to be an 1/8 inch smaller. So I already did this. Oh, no, I didn't. Look at that. Okay. I think because I wasn't sure I was going to do a bunch, but I am because we're going to make this in class. So I can come down my 1/8 from my 4 1/4. Okay, so you should definitely sign up to come to Just Cards. It's not this week, it's next week. Whatever, it's in the teens. And then it was 3, so I'm going to go here. Okay, let's see if I did it right, because now I think I did it wrong. Oh, I did do it right. Hooray! Okay, so there we go. I think that's all the cutting I need. All right, so let's attach some paper. Isn't this paper pretty? And this has the same image of as that washi tape. So we are going to attach this. And I think I'm like an in-between snailer. I like to go all the way around close to the edges, and I missed that little edge. And then if it's going to have something heavy, I'll put a little more in the middle. And so as best we can, we line it up and know that it's sometimes going to be crooked. It's okay. Okay, fold this in half. So we're on the home stretch here. So if you're ordering, here's the host code. Use that host code unless you're going to spend $150 or more. And if you're going to do that, you should join my team, because Stampin' Up! Has a joining special for the summer called Extra Extra Extra. You get an extra $30 for your starter kit. All right, so what is the up? I think that's the up. Yep, because there's a treble clef right there. So you get 25, 35, 40. 125, 35, 45, yeah, 155 in product for $99 plus tax, and you get free shipping and handling. So that in itself is a 10% savings. So isn't that cool? So you should totally join my team. Come and craft with me, order and get your discount. It's super fun. And if you can't come and craft with me, it's okay. You can still order and get your discount. So we're gonna put this right in the center. Okay, let's stamp. So this, now we've graduated. We're using a die cutting machine, and we've cut ovals, and 2 different ovals there. We want to stamp in soft suede. We're going to go darker. And oh, I didn't tell you what stamp set. Okay, I love this stamp set. We used it on scrapbook pages. We're going to use it on our sampler, and we're going to make a beachy card. This is Seaside Notions, and look at those beautiful greetings. And it has great beachy things, but I thought the font goes really well with these flowers. So here's my happy birthday. Nice and steady. Ah, I smeared it a little bit. Huh, is that a deal breaker? I think that is a deal breaker. So you know what? I'm going to turn it over. And yes, the little threads will go the other way, but I think that's okay. So I smeared it a little. So let's go nice and steady. Press it down. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, let that dry a second. Okay, while that dries, let's talk about how to make the flower, and then we're also going to sponge that. Okay, so this washi tape is super cool. They are petals, and we want to make a smaller flower. Let's see if I can get a petal up. So using your silicone mat or something similar, we're going to put down 1 petal. So a nice basic flower is 5 petals. Okay, and so you just peel it up. Now they are all the way sticky. And what I want to do is I want a flower not too big, so I'm going to put them close and down. Okay. And then we're going to make it a little less sticky when we get it on here. And the cool thing is you can stick it down, and if you don't quite like it, you can pull it up. So a whole roll of little washi petals. You want to just peel them off gently. I don't know how many flowers it makes. I'm sure somebody has used their whole roll. Okay, I like that. And these cute little Perennial Essence Floral Centers, they're 3D and fuzzy. So this is your fancy card. It's using all the things. So that's why you want to join my team and get a discount. Or you want to shop big and get some free stuff. That works too. Hi, Emily. Oh, yes, you're going to love the Seaside Notion set. It is so cute. I can't wait to make up my sampler this week. Okay, so there's that. Now it's sticky. So one thing, and I saw some other demos say to do this, use your embossing buddy. It's usually used when heat embossing, but it will take some of that sticky and make it not so sticky so that your flower will stay on your card. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to leave it there for 1 second because we're going to pull back in our greeting. And, oh, Sandra, you love the washi tape? I do, and today was the first day I used it. So since this looks like a little antique-y, I thought it was a little crazy. Okay, so lesson learned, plug your phone in or have it fully charged when making a Facebook Live video. So I apologize. one is there. It shows up on the computer as there, so hopefully I can save it. So you got this in 2 parts. Okay, so anyway, oops, there we go. I sponged here. Oh, hi Gail. All right, I sponged. Oh, now I'm all flustered because I lost my video. I'm gonna ink with the top secret happy birthday behind. Let's put that on. All right, because we were almost done. We were totally almost done, and I was gonna do it in a half hour. I broke Audra's rule. It's so funny when you break your own rule. So my rule is don't attach it until you're ready to make sure you get everything, because see, the ribbon is supposed to go under there, but you know what? We will make it happen. We are just gonna take our ribbon. Let me get a new piece. Okay, not a new piece. Oh, here we go. I was just looking for, oh, that's nice and big. Oh, sorry guys, because I got it plugged in now. All right, so we're gonna take our ribbon. So you know this is part 2. If you wanna see the whole first part, you gotta go to the other post. Super fun. All right, we're gonna just tie a knot. And then I'm gonna separate this out because I just thought that was one cool feature of this. I don't even know what this stuff is called, but it has this cool way that you can separate it. This different kind of twine. Okay, so that's gonna go close. Yeah, and we're gonna do it like that. Okay, so let's put some dimensionals on here. We were at the last part of our card. So if you didn't catch up that it blipped, the phone died. So there's going to be a part 1 and a part 2, and I will edit that when I get off of here. All right, so there's my pretty, is that pretty straight? There is my pretty happy birthday. I did not put it on there, so we're going to put that on with a glue dot. But you know what? Whoever I'm sending this card to, they will not even know that something happened and I got to get a little bit more creative. All right, glue dot that on. And then where's our pretty flower? Here's our pretty flower we made with the washi tape. Oh, that'll work perfect. And since I use the embossing buddy to make it less sticky, we are gonna put 1 glue dot on the back, especially because it has that center. You can't even see my little knot there, but that's okay. Oh, hold on, let's do it this way. So the smaller petals go towards the birthday. And we're gonna push that down. Isn't that adorable? That is still really cute. So here we go. Our DSP using the, what is this paper called? Pressed Petals specialty paper. You can use any paper you like. All our paper is beautiful and wonderful, and you should just buy it. That's a good idea. Thank you, Cheryl. Hi, Rose Ellen. Hi, Pam. Sorry for the glitch there. There is our card. And if you have questions or comments or requests, let me know. Hopefully I can save the video and put it all together, and I will post it on my blog tomorrow with all of the fun measurements. See, I wrote them all down. If you're shopping, use the host code, and I'm always here to answer questions and help you out. And I hope you have a wonderful evening and stay crafty. Thank you so, so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Goodbye.